There's something valuable to be said about the fact that we are the clay and he's the potter. See, as a clay, I cannot make myself look presentable to the Lord. Can't do anything for Jesus to impress him enough to say, hey, look at me and use me. He used the least of these. And when I think about it, he used the people who were the ragtag people. They were the people who were the murderers, the adulterers, the people who were puffed up with themselves, the people who you would never think that he would ever use. He used them. And he didn't use them after the fact. He used them during the fact. So I've come to realize that there's nothing that I can do to present myself to the Lord to say, hey, look at me and use me. My righteousness really is filthy rags. But when I submit myself to the Lord, when I surrender myself to the Lord, when I begin to put my faith in the Lord to lead me in every step of the way, then it's a little bit different story. Should we focus on, not sinning and working out our salvation and not getting caught up in sinful acts and not getting caught up in impurity and debauchery and idol and, all that stuff? Yeah, absolutely. Because sin really isn't good for us. The Bible says in Hebrews that it causes us to have a hardened heart. Those who are disobedient, it's hard for them to enter God's rest because their hearts have become hardened. And listen, as long as it's today, the Bible says as long as it's today, enter God's rest. In other words, allow your heart to be surrendered to the Lord in faith and allow the Lord to work you. Something to be said about he is the potter and you are the clay. He's the potter and he's the one who molds me and he's the one who makes me. Do I have sin in my life? Yeah, that sin needs to die. Do I have things in my life that are old nature? Yeah, that stuff needs to be put to death. And I need to do that daily. But to understand that he is the potter and I'm the clay. And there's nothing I can do to impress him. There's no good work that I can do that makes him say, okay, yes, I want to use that. No, he's the potter and I'm the clay. I love that imagery because it takes the pressure off. I want to be the best that I can be, but he's the potter, I'm the clay. And he will mold me and he will make me to be everything that I need to be and everything he wants me to be. And I go from there. That is a life lived in faith. Something to think about. I love you.